Now, Dillon Brooks had made some comments about his former team, the Memphis Grizzlies. I believe a lot of this energy is misguided because, for one, the Memphis Grizzlies are going through a rebranding phase right now. Unlike the bad boy Pistons, who are known for their roughhousing, all of it had to do with things that were on the court. And for the Memphis Grizzlies and Ja Morant, they kind of let things get out of hand. Just too many incidents. Even after when Dillon Brooks left the team, Ja Morant got into another incident, and Dillon Brooks has sort of fell in line to be that fall guy. They got to get away from that tough guy image, and it seems like the Memphis Grizzlies had traded away Dillon Brooks' persona for a more toned down persona in Marcus Smart, who has the same characteristics on the court, but is much more polished. And unfortunate for the Memphis Grizzlies, Marcus Smart is on the other side of his career. His defensive metrics the last few seasons have gone down, and ironically, Marcus Smart and Dillon Brooks have ended up getting the same amount as far as their contract. So money's not an issue here. So there are a few things pointing to Dillon Brooks being that fall guy for the Memphis Grizzlies as they try to soften their blow from Ja Morant hurting their image. Even their coach, Taylor Jenkins, had once said in March last season that Dillon Brooks epitomized their program. And then as soon as May came around after the elimination with the Lakers, they wanted him gone. But with Dillon Brooks, the Memphis Grizzlies have gone from ranking 3rd defensively to 18th this season. And the Rockets went from 29th to 6th. So he did have an impact on that team, even coming in as a second rounder, working his way up under David Fizdale. And before they let him go, the 3 seasons before, the Grizzlies had finished top 6 in defensive efficiency in the past 3 seasons. And trading for a 6'3" aging guard is one of the tell signs that this team is definitely under a rebranding mode. But yet they're still looking for a player of his archetype.
What I didn't like about Memphis was they allowed that so they can get out of the woodwork, and then I'm the scapegoat of it all. That's what I didn't appreciate. And then ultimately they'll come to me on the low, as men, one-on-one, and tell me something, but then not defend me when everything went down. You can see now they have no swagger. We have swagger. We have an identity we're building. Each and every game, we show it more and more. That's what I want for my guys. That's what I want for each and every guy on the floor, to play their best basketball.
Now, Dillon Brooks has kind of brought in a Draymond Green effect on the Houston Rockets this season. That team sort of has this aura. We all kind of sense it and feel it, but it has everything to do with things on the court. Nothing has ever been off the court with Dillon Brooks. But once again, Ja Morant, unfortunately, with the incidents he's gotten into, it kind of forced the Memphis Grizzlies into rebranding mode. And Dillon Brooks, unfortunately, he's one of the fall guys for it. But when it comes to just this season, the Memphis Grizzlies have by far a much greater uphill battle than the Houston Rockets. And they're lucky at this point to just even get into the play-in. But you fellas, definitely check out the mailbag below. Leave me any questions. I'll feature as a segment on the show. And until next time, you fellas stay safe. Peace.